Hey there, welcome to Yoga with Rachel, and also welcome to your yoga practice for sinus headache relief. Firstly, I'm really sorry that you're not feeling well, so let's make use of the tools of yoga to help you feel so much better and get that relief that you are looking for. In terms of items, please bring with you a pillow or two, as well as a blanket. Some nice to have items would be an eye pillow or face cloth, as well as Kleenex and a glass of water. As always, if these items are not available, I just invite you to work with whatever you have. And without further ado, let's get started. I invite you to join me down on the ground, finding a cross-legged seat. You can begin today's class from a chair or a couch. You can also sit with your back up against the wall for loving support. If you are down on the ground, I invite you to sit up on a folded blanket or a pillow, just creating a little bit more space in the body, so that way we can sit here with comfort and more ease. So right away, I just invite you to explore finding length through your back body. And now this may not happen right away or even at all. So perhaps you just explore looping your shoulders 1 or 2 times. And maybe a gentle chin tuck to create length through the back of the neck. Just finding ways to grow tall through the spine, opening on up through some key areas of the body, such as the heart, the shoulders. As sometimes when we're not feeling so good, we may have this tendency to kind of curl in, and that's okay. All right, so once you have done that, I invite you to take a sip of water. So staying hydrated is super important, and it can also help with breaking up any mucus that may have built up in the body. So definitely take sips of water throughout today's practice and also throughout your day. So we are going to start off with a face massage using the index finger as well as the middle fingers, and then placing these fingers at one end of your eyebrow, just above the eyebrow and by your temple. Apply gentle pressure as you move your fingers in a circular motion, nice and slow. And now let's continue these circles across the eyebrows, taking your time. This is a really great way in which we can get relief from sinus pressure, headaches, general discomfort. Keep your breath flowing, even if that means breathing in and out of your mouth. And then we continue these circles across the eyebrows, and then eventually to the ends of the eyebrows, closest to the nose. And right here you may be experiencing some post-nasal drip. If that's the case, it's all good. Feel free to grab a Kleenex and you can blow your nose. All right, let's continue these circles down the sides of the nose. Soften your gaze. You can even close your eyes as you do this. Relax your shoulders down. And then continuing these circles across your cheekbones. So not the fleshy part, but the bones, the bony area. And then eventually we make our way to our ears or around the ears. And then moving the fingers in a circular motion down the jawline. Okay, and then eventually bring your fingertips to the sides of your neck, just underneath your ear, underneath the jaw. Lift your chin slightly, and then apply gentle pressure as you slowly drag your fingers down the sides of your neck towards your collarbone. And just repeat the sequence a few times. So you may be swallowing a lot here. You can maybe even hear that from, like maybe the mic is picking up on that for me, but that typically happens, and that's definitely a good thing. We're getting things moving and flowing in a way that will serve us well, get us feeling better. And you can repeat this sequence as many times as you wish. You can pause the video to do that. Another massage technique that I find very useful whenever I have sinus pain or congestion is using my index finger and middle fingers once again, placing them right above the eyebrow nearest to the nose. Apply gentle pressure and then trace your eyebrow, moving all the way to the temples, and then draw a few circles here. And then just repeating that sequence over and over again. So we're drawing some circles on our temples. Once again, just applying gentle pressure. There's no need to, really push anything here. Okay, and once again, you can repeat that as many times as you wish, especially if it is providing you with some relief. I invite you to blow your nose, take a sip of water, do whatever you need to do to help you feel better. Whew. So hopefully you're breathing a little bit easier now. If not, it's all good. We still have some movement in this class. And I also encourage you to just breathe in and out through your mouth as needed. On the next breath in, let's draw the shoulders up towards the ears, back, and then down. 2 more times. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Now reach your right hand across your chest towards the left side, and then use your left hand to just guide you a little bit deeper into this stretch. You can look forward here, or you can turn your head to look past your right shoulder. Beautiful. Look forward and then draw your left hand to your right elbow, and then draw your right elbow up towards the sky, bending at your elbow and just allowing your right hand to rest on your upper back, neck, or back of the head. Breathing here. Just opening on up through the heart, through our chest. Breathe in, breathe out to release, let that go. Now send your left hand across your chest. Your right hand guides you a little bit deeper into the stretch as you perhaps turn to look past your left shoulder. Soften through the face, especially the jaw. And now look forward as you bring your right hand to your left elbow and then draw the left elbow towards the sky. Breathing here. Breathe in. And then breathe out to release that. And now drop your chin towards your chest, receiving a stretch in the back of the neck. And then roll your chin over towards the left, looking past your left shoulder. And then back through center, and then over to the right. Back through center, to the left. And then back through center, and then to the right. I invite you to continue these semicircles on your own. And now let's eventually bring our head back to center over the heart. As we drop our right ear towards the right shoulder, place your right hand on the side of your head just gently, and then release your left fingertips to the earth. You can walk your left fingertips away from your body for a deeper stretch. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Let's release that. Take it over to the other side, releasing the left ear towards the left shoulder, placing your left hand on the side of your head, just really gently. We're not forcing anything here. And then placing your right fingertips on the ground. Breathe into this stretch. Gorgeous. Let's release the stretch. And if you were against a wall or on a couch or a chair, please make your way down to your mat now. Let's place our feet out in front of us, knees pointing towards the sky. Swim your hands back and behind you. Loop your shoulders, lift your heart, lift your chin slightly. So just opening up through the chest. Feel free to walk your bum a little bit closer towards your heels if you're looking for a deeper stretch. And now walk your bum back and bring your feet so that way they're wider than your hips. And now let's melt our knees over towards the right side. And it's all good if the knees are lifted away from the ground. We're also lifting the soles of our feet away from the earth, just getting some movement in our hips. And then melt your knees over towards the left side, flexing through your feet, maybe even just spreading through your toes here. And then over to the right. And then to the left. Angel's looking pretty zen right now, pretty chill. And now one more on your own time. And then bring your knees back through center. Cross your ankles, and we are going to make our way to all fours. Feel free to take another sip of water, blow your nose, do whatever you need to do. And I invite you to use your blanket or your pillow to pad your knees and your shins as we meet in a tabletop position. with your wrists stacked underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip points, pressing into the tops of your feet and spreading through your fingers. As you breathe in, reach your tailbone towards the sky, drop your belly, look forward. Breathe out to round through your spine, chin towards your chest. Breathe in, cow pose, creating space through the front body. And then breathing out to your cat stretch, creating space through the back body. Breathe in. Breathe out to cat. Just finding a little spinal flexion and extension, getting the energy moving and flowing in a way that will help us and serve us well. And then breathe in to find a neutral spine. Now just bump your hips from side to side. And then integrate the shoulders into this action, just moving from side to side. And then eventually find stillness. Curl your right toes under, and then slide your right foot towards the back edge of your mat. Find a little forward and rocking motion. And now bring your right knee back in, underneath the hip, and then curl your left toes under, and then slide your left foot towards the back edge of your mat. Once again, finding that forward and back rock. And then bring your left knee back in. Bring your big toes together, and then walk your knees towards the long edges of your mat, and then sit back towards your heels. We are making our way into extended child's pose. So if that's feeling good for you today, we're just going to melt the heart space towards the earth. Forehead releases to the earth. Same with the forearms. And then you can just gently rock your head from side to side to massage the sinus area. Another option is to make some fists and then stack your fists on top of one another, releasing your forehead to the stacked fists, as this could feel really nice, especially if you need a little bit more space, especially if breathing is a little bit of an issue due to congestion. Angel, you're not going to like me for this one, but another option is to place a pillow or two between your legs and then rest your upper body on top of your pillow. And then just turning your head to one side and then turning your head to the other just to balance it out. It's like she knew that I needed the pillows. Thank you. You're such a good cat. Okay. So you choose an option that feels best and most supportive for you today. If you are using pillows, just turn your head to the other side just to balance it out. All right, now slowly lift your head away from your item or the mat and rise on up. Place your items off to the side just for a moment. Take your time, dear friends. So now we are going to lay on our backs. So feel free to make use of a pillow or a folded blanket. You can place it at the back edge of your mat for your head and your neck to rest on. Also have your eye pillow close by, as well as a blanket if you have one. Take a sip of water. And let's come on down to our backs. Place your feet on your mat, knees point upwards, and just walk your heels a little bit closer towards your bum. Hands, arms rest at your sides. On your next breath in, peel your tailbone away from the earth, lifting your hips towards the sky, finding a gentle bridge pose. Shins are actively reaching towards the top edge of your mat. And then breathe out to slowly lower back down to the earth, massaging the back body. 2 more times. Breathe in, lifting the hips. So we're just exploring a very gentle inversion today. Inversions are really helpful whenever we have sinus pressure or, if we're experiencing a sinus infection. However, I do prefer gentle inversions. And then lower down and release. Meaning I don't really like coming to downward facing dog or standing forward folds when I have a sinus infection or sinus pressure, because I just feel a bit of throbbing in my head. So I choose bridge pose instead. Breathe in to lift your hips towards the sky. And then breathe out to slowly lower and release. Okay. Bring your feet together so your soles of the feet connect. Knees grow heavy and open up just like a book. If you are looking for a really good hip stretch here, perhaps you walk the heels closer towards your body. If you're craving a little bit more space today, maybe you walk the heels away from your body. If you have an eye pillow or even a face cloth, permission to place that item on top of your eyes now just to help darken the room. And maybe even this pressure will be nice if you have any kind of sinus pressure or discomfort in the sinus area. And then just place your hands on your belly. Again, if it's still hard to breathe in and out through your nose, you can always breathe through your mouth. Just inviting some fresh oxygen into the body to help soothe the mind, especially if you have a headache. And as you breathe in and out here, I invite you to send the breath to any areas of tightness or tension. Sometimes when we're not feeling well, we tend to tense up. The body becomes very tight and stiff. Our muscles become very, tight and sore perhaps. So maybe just sending the breath to anywhere where you feel tension. And perhaps that can help release that tension in the body, helping you feel better. So there's an option to stay here, or you can bring your fingers to your outer thighs, slowly close your legs, and then send your legs out long on your mat, feet towards the long edges of your mat, and the feet just kind of grow heavy here, falling open. Hands can remain on your belly or wherever it feels best for you. We are here just for a few more moments, just allowing the nutrients of our practice to soak in, giving our mind and our body a chance to relax and restore, pressing pause to give back to ourselves in such a loving and kind way. All right, so I invite you to pause the video if you would like to stay here longer. If you do need to carry on with your day, it's all good. I invite you now to remove your eye pillow or your face cloth, just putting that item off to the side. Bring your palms together and then up to your third eye, so thumbs between your eyebrows. Apply gentle pressure here. And then just move the hands in a circular motion. So the thumbs are massaging this brow bone. And then find stillness. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, I invite you to breathe out through your mouth. Thank you for choosing to be here. Lots of love to you. Take good care and feel better. Namaste.